talk about easy concept building and show you some things that I wish I saw more of on YouTube in general, which is people showing the process of making things like photo shoots or clothes for concept photo shoots, behind the scenes of videos that are directed in an interesting way. I especially enjoy the planning process because explaining the visual or musical concept in general to other people before the project is done usually depends on the person, and it varies a lot. So I'm going to introduce the purpose of the photo shoot to you. I and a few other people are in a art director collective together called IDBY, or I Don't Believe You. For this particular project, I took the position of an art director. However, we do switch every now and then. Usually every project is art directed by one person and everybody else takes other positions in the project. Cecilia, another member of IDBY, she took a position of a videographer this time, and Hiii, another person who's working with us, took a position of a photographer. So we make at least one project a month and we post it on our Instagram. We just started, this is the first project that we're doing all together. The team for each individual project sometimes changes depending on who wants to work on what. It's very different projects, it's not going to be just photo shoots. So, and as I said, we always have different positions in those projects. So back to the photo shoot concept. First thing that I thought of as like a starting point is the hazy and overexposed look that I associate with summer. I find summer to be quite washed out because of the intensity of the light on sunny days. Then I thought of the washed out color scheme and it inspired the outfit. So the first thing is this white blouse that kind of has this long pieces at the front that are supposed to be tied up into like a bow or something. I thought that it would be interesting if it wasn't done up properly, and I thought it would look good with like a little plaid yellow skirt. It's kind of like a tennis skirt, and I felt like there was something missing in terms of layering, so I thought of putting a white slip dress under it that would peek out from the bottom of the skirt because it's a little bit longer than the skirt. And for that outfit I decided to go with like baby blue heels, and I also wanted some socks. I thought it would be cute if I have like some socks with sandals or whatever, but I did not have anything that I thought would look good. I tried a few things, but they just didn't look right because it wasn't the right fabric and not the right shape of a sock. So I just kind of like just gave up on it. So at first I set up the scene in my mind in like a random greenery with one backdrop, just like one of these, extended fully to its full height, and then another backdrop in front of it at the like a midpoint to the one that's behind it, with like a holographic material fabric on the taller one and a couple of pieces of clothes on the shorter one to kind of evoke a feeling of clothesline, you know, like laundry day, washing of clothes kind of vibe, but not going all the way there entirely. So this whole like laundry day aesthetic kind of lends itself well to the outfit that has the slip dress layered under the other clothes. The blouse was supposed to be unbuttoned, so you could see that it's a slip dress peeking at the bottom. So to explain this kind of color palette and the feel of the summer dreamy doom that I was going for, I made a mood board. So I'm gonna show a few pictures right here. It was a very, like, not a lot of pictures were in that mood board because I couldn't find a lot of pictures that I felt fit the description really well. So some of the pictures, 2 of them actually, which is a really big number considering that there's only like 5 or 6 pictures, they are from Selena Gomez's Fetish music video aesthetic, which is of course very clearly inspired by Petra Collins, and not even inspired, like it's Petra Collins doing it, so of course it's gonna look very Petra Collins. What I wanted from those pictures in the mood board is to show the colors specifically, because I needed to show it to Hiii and Cecilia, show this slight feminine horror undercurrent in some kind of way that is combined with pretty images and the gaze. I think Petra Collins is of course a little bit more horror, maybe not even a little bit more, quite a bit more horror than what I was trying to go for, so I expressed that to the girls too. Now onto the makeup and hair. So for makeup, I wanted to focus on complexion because I wanted it to blend into the whole scene really well. And I used light pink for the blush because I wanted it to be very washed out as well. I didn't want to use really bright colors that would look at odds with all the other colors in the scene. Hair is just wavy. And I also grabbed two little bow clips, which are this ones, because I thought it would give a little bit more variation in terms of just color, because everything that I was wearing was very light. And also another shot that I was thinking about was the fruit shot, which is I wanted to aggressively eat a fruit. And initially it was a nectarine, but the nectarine that I had on the day of the shoot, when I cut it open, there was literally like some kind of insect inside of it, so I decided not to go with that because I didn't really want to eat it. So I went with a kiwi, and for the kiwi outfit, the clothes that was on the line, which is just the backdrop, before I put it on for the shot, and we changed the location a little bit. I also like to organize the photo shoots really well, just so we don't waste much time and that everyone feels really happy about them spending time on it because it was a productive use of our time. So let me show you. I create like 2 pages of a write-up, which was basically just mood sample, which is just me explaining in a few words what we're going for, which was feminine horror a la Selena Gomez's fetish music video, something unsettling about the brightness of summer images. I put together a list, which is like things that we need, location, and I also wrote down the deliverables, which was photos as the main product, footage for a vlog about it, footage for teasers, because when you're on a location and you're focusing on the pictures, and especially if the pictures are not, if they're for some reason are not turning out the way that you wanted them to turn out and you're kind of stressing out, it's very useful to have a list of the deliverables discussed with the team before you start shooting, so you all know what you're trying to achieve in terms of just the quantity of materials. I also just wrote a schedule, reminded myself to not forget about the teaser shots. So basically this is what I wrote down for it to make it like a more of a smooth production. The better and smoother the production goes, the better your mood is going to be afterwards, because you don't feel exhausted because you weren't wasting time and you did it as quickly as possible and as efficiently as possible, so it just makes you feel nice. So here are some clips from the day of the photo shoot.
I know. 오빠.
A kiwi, like really aggressively and like just yeah, it's gonna like editorial kind of right thing. Then I wanted it to be a little bit more. Oh, we need to reflect on the face? Alright.
Oh no.
I think. Wait, just a little bit. Yeah. Under? Yeah. A little more. Perfect. And you can just. So bright.
Mm-hmm.
I am sweating.
Hey Lisa.
Yes. Oh fuck, I think there was some dirt in it.
Uh-oh.
No, that's too bad. It looks exactly like in terms of color and in terms of like the setting and everything, exactly how I wanted it to look like.
Perfect. Lisa happy.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Perfect.
Oh yeah. It lined up like perfectly. They know how lazy I am.
Oh.
Oh baby, Hiii.
I just started working out.
Wow.
It smells tasty.
Do you want the same lean or do you want on the other side?
Oh, this one is better. Oh wow.
What did you laugh? Ooh. That's rude.
I'm done.
The queens.
She doesn't like bags. She doesn't like
So here are some final photos on the IDBY page. Go check them out. If you want to, you can follow us because we're going to be releasing something new every month at the very least. Sometimes it's going to be more than once a month. And thank you for watching. And look at my blue eyeliner. See you in a few days. Bye.